Hi quilting friends, I'm Linda Nitson with Sizzix, here to talk to you today about isosceles triangles. Now we've got the greatest die out there right now. It is the isosceles triangle, and it comes with the corner pieces to boot. Now this is the most versatile die you're going to see, because not only can you put these pieces together, but you can sew them into point blades too, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So if you have the clear die or whether you have the black backed die, it doesn't matter. It's going to cut out the same sort of shape. So what you want to do is you want to start with your fabric, and what I do on this one is I start with my pieces together, and I'm going to show you why, because you're going to end up with multiple pieces. When you cut out this extra triangle on the side, you want to make sure that you put your fabric right sides together. That will give you your mirror image. More on that in a minute. Put your fabric on top of the die, on top of the cutting pad. Put your die on top, making sure that your piece of fabric is on the outside of your die in all areas. Because just like in any other die cut, if your fabric doesn't go all the way to the edge, it won't make a clean cut. All right, so we have our cutting pad, our fabric, our die, cutting pad at the top. Remember that 8 layers is your magic number. If you have less than 8 feeding through, that's totally fine, but you can put up to 8 if you want to. Now you can use this die for scraps. You can use it with full-size yardage. I just have some pieces left over here from another project that I'm showing you. So you end up with your triangle pieces. Now the fun part about this is you can take your triangle pieces and you can sew them together, or you can make diamonds out of them. So you can make like a rickrack pattern. But if you use these pieces on the end, now sometimes you end up with a piece of thread that's going to stick on there. Just clip it with a pair of scissors. You know, if you pull on it, you're going to end up with a mess. So where are the rest of my pieces? Here they are. Okay, so if you take one piece here and you use the two, remember these were cut right sides together with the fabric? If you put them like this together, now you end up with a 4.5 by 4.5 inch block, which is really fun because you can interchange it with a 4.5 inch square. Let me show you what I brought today. So I sewed some of these together. Here it is sewn. And if you measure it, it's 4.5 inches this way and 4.5 inches this way. Now you can put it together with a square in the center, and you have a really cool, depending on how you put the shapes, you have a 4-pointed star. Now you can take do you see the star yet? You can take a quarter square triangle, the 2.5 by 4.5 quarter square triangle. Works beautifully in the center here, and then you can put 2 different color blades. But for today, I just showed you the one. But the 4.5 inch squares work perfectly in that. Now, here comes the magic. You want to turn them around. You can make, if I swap the pieces and I turn these around, now I end up with an elongated star point. Anybody know the 5440 or fight block? This is the points that you need for that block. So then I put my pieces on the edge here, and instead of having a 4-pointed star, I end up with an 8-pointed star with the elongated points. And that's how easy it works with the isosceles triangle. Remember, folks, you can use that with a 4.5 inch square or any other 4.5 inch piece. Fits together beautifully. Happy quilting!